Hey guys, Jason here. So we're gonna do a tour of my garden and property and everything. So this here, it's not my property, let's say, but the property I work on. So this is where we have our compost delivered, that's the dark stuff, and then our wood chip delivered. They just brought another load of wood chip today, and we didn't really expect them to do it, but yeah, they brought another load, so that's cool. We got plenty of room down here. We got a little dump trailer now, that's cool. And the tractor fits in the back of that, and the bucket hangs up over the front, but the tractor will fit in there, so that'll haul the tractor too. So anyway, okay, and then Old Blue, that's Great Grandpa's truck. I got all the paperwork from Bigford Ford. It runs and drives, but it's like 8 miles a gallon, and it sucks for driving anywhere. So okay, so here's our front yard. But yeah, Grandpa paid $3,500 for that truck, brand new, from Bigford Ford in Snohomish, and he paid extra, like I think it was like $5 or something, for undercoating on it, and the undercoating's peeling. So I think I'm going to take it back to Bigford Ford and say, fix my undercoating. 1965. So here's our front yard. Got our Crimson Queen Japanese maple. Really nice tree. I guess they're very expensive. Let's come up here, take a look at the pond. I gotta remember to take the garbage out tonight. So here's the pond. I put a little what is that? Lilies in there. I bought this little lily from Lowe's and I stuck it in there, and then it's going crazy. So fish are loving it. Lots of fish in there. And strawberries going. And for some reason this year we haven't really had a slug or snail problem as bad on the strawberries, so we actually been able to get some strawberries. Here's some rhubarb. Then back in here there's some sort of melons just growing. I think they're pumpkins. Up here we got some flowers planted. There's the Crimson Queen maple. These are some type of they're not rhododendrons, but they're in the rhododendron family. Can't think of the name of these, but I think they're a stupid flower because they get so big that they just fall over, because they don't have the strength to hold themselves up. So in here we got blueberry, a little tiny blueberry right by that little light there that I put in there. Another blueberry, another blueberry, another blueberry, and then another maple. Chinese maple, Japanese, Chinese maple, I don't know what they are. Chinese, they're ornamental maples. And this one's supposed to be renowned for its bark, I guess. And then a golden chain tree. All the flowers are gone already from springtime. And then we got this part we added in. So back there we got a mint. That's all mint. And then we got other herbs in here. I don't remember which is which. I know. And then up here, this is a rescue plum tree from Seattle that we got. And he's taken off. He's starting to grow good. You know, try to save some of the trees that Richard finds at some of his jobs that he does. Some sort of flower. Pretty though. And then a little dogwood. This is they bought this for me when Corky passed away, my dog. And flowers over there. Let's come back this way and we'll get a shot this towards the backyard. out in our street. There's our greenhouse. And then parents are here visiting for the summer. So here's my greenhouse. Come back and look at this. It's not done yet, but we still got plenty of summer to work on it or finish it up before fall. Greenhouse. And then back there we're going to put another one back there that runs this way, facing the south. And it's going to be all insulated, nice one. And then we'll have the one up front for plants that can live in the cold or colder weather. So there is the tractor shed. We'll come to that in a little bit. Let's go out here and look at the garden. So back side of my solar panels and my little fleet of lawnmowers and stuff, my yard rake. There's all of our yard tools and everything. We just lead them up back here. Oh, don't forget the totems. Keeps the bad weeds away. So here's our garden. Part of it. We'll come around the backside. Gotta always make sure I keep room back here to mow. Keep these blackberries knocked back, because this was all blackberries last year. So we got all kinds of stuff. Kale, spinach, onions, carrots, lettuce over there. We already harvested the radishes. I brought in a little bit of compost and we're going to mix it in the dirt there. Plant some more radishes because they grow really fast. But yep, and beets down in there, down that area. All kinds of melons. Got garlic growing up here, potatoes growing here. And these are currants and crescent berries. We got all kinds of beans going, and they're really starting to get ready to. I gotta train them to go onto the poles now. Some of them are getting long enough, so I'll do that. Do a little bit more weeding. So we'll come back here. Look at the corn. I think some of this actually will be knee-high by the 4th of July. Some of our corn. It's pretty tall. The corn's going. And this area, I've been pulling out bamboo roots. Because there's the bamboo there. It roots out all the way out in here. And so I've been raking through this with the tractor, pulling bamboo roots, and I'll put a video on a drone video. But here, this is what I'm pulling out of here. These are bamboo roots, really hard stuff. Can't till this. You have to break it up with the rake thing, the box blade, and then I have to rake it and pull these out before I even run the tiller in here. But yeah, this is going to be for berries. I'm going to plant a couple of berry rows in here. Probably do yeah, just get some berries back here. And then here's our dirt pile and weeds and stuff we put on here. And then water this down really good. And put some black plastic over it. Over here is where, if you see that video where I say I got stuck in my tractor, that's right here. I got stuck right here in the creek bed here. But now look at it. Just last Saturday, this is what I did. We cleaned this all out. Awesome. So now we can get in here and clean up this creek bed here and make it so it flows better, so it doesn't spread out so far. But yeah, pulled out all these blackberries and burned them on Saturday. Alright, so that's that part. So let's come back this way. We'll take a quick look at the corn again. Come up here. So yeah, corn. I'm really happy with this corn. It's starting to really grow. I think it might be knee-high by 4th of July. Some of it anyway. And so come up here, we'll take a look at what I did up here on the front side of the garden bed. Okay, here's some tomatoes. They're going pretty good. Been trimming them and everything and training them to grow. And then more potatoes. This is another rescue peach tree that we got. Richard brought home. And it's got some new growth on it down in here, so he's growing. Oh, don't mind my owie. I scraped the skin off of my finger there. This is a Washington navel orange tree, and it's growing pretty good. There's another one. Then tomatoes. Tomato plant there, tomato plants there, all the way through. More tomatoes. So that's 8 more tomatoes, plus the ones I already got. So that's 10 tomatoes. That is hog wire for doing hoops, for growing things like peas and stuff on. And then back here we got some melons growing up in here. Not melons, but zucchini and stuff. And squash. So they're growing up in here. There's a row of them. Got to do some weeding. Don't want to let that get away from me. Alright, so we'll come over here. Take a look. So I'll start out here. We got these are mammoth sunflowers. These guys here, and they're growing. There's one out here for some reason, so I'll just leave him. But yeah, they're growing down here. So these guys get 12 foot tall and supposed to have like a 1 foot sunflower head on them. Some of the stuff's growing in that row there that we planted. I don't know. That's Richard's cousin planted this row. So I'm not sure what they put in there, but I think a little bit of everything. So yep. And then all my got a watermelon growing in here. I don't know how that's gonna do, but it's growing. So can't see it. Let me point it out. That a little tiny watermelon. Watermelons don't normally do good in Western Washington. So this is a new tree this year. Bob bought. This is the one that Richard got from I think his cousin or something. A little cherry. And these are apricots that I ordered online. And they're starting to come alive. A little apricot there. This little apricot here. Starting to come alive. So, and a red plum I got online. And he's starting to really do good. And then this is another rescue peach tree, but he's not looking so good. I'll give him another week and we'll see what happens with him. Alright, so here we are back around the backside where we started from. There's our piles of wood chip and compost, and then this is our orchard. Look at our peach tree. Peaches. This one's loaded with peaches, and they're getting big too. Lots of peaches in here. Massive amount of peaches. This is just on the lower branches. So we got to get some braces on these branches because these peaches get about a pound a piece, and they're big and they taste awesome. So we got to put some braces on these little branches so it doesn't break. We got our porta potty thing back here that we got for Richard and Rachel's anniversary, and we're going to just hang on to it, rent it, so that we can have it for 4th of July, and Richard can use it for when he's building a house that he's got to build. So I mean, it's really handy to have back here. Cherry tree loaded with cherries. Got lots of these. Here's one over here. Cherries and apples and pears and plums, and we got everything. Even a little pomegranate, if it'll survive. Here's some pears. They're growing. But yeah, I mean, apple trees. Let's take a look. Got apples growing. Apple up in there. Apple there. Apples. So yeah, our orchard's doing really good. Our garden's actually doing pretty good. I'm surprised. So we'll come up this way and look at a couple other things. Yeah, my solar and wind's still doing awesome. Can't believe it. I haven't had to do anything to it for years. Here's a rose bush. And we'll come up and take a look at my pomegranate and my little banana tree. Got the banana tree from my my boss, or our department manager, and it's still looking good. And then here's my pomegranate. All the leaves fell off, but it's got new sprouts coming on, so it's still alive. So I'll let it just sit here in its pot, let it get leafed out and everything before I decide if I want to move it to a new bigger pot or what. So I'll figure that out later. And then flowers, flower beds. Alright guys, well that's it. That's the tour. Thank you for watching. Pretty soon these guys will be flowering, and these guys smell really good. These two really tall ones, got those from when we first moved in. Our real estate agent gave us those. So yeah. And then there's a couple more rescue trees that didn't make it. So we try to revive these old rescue trees that we get, but if they're not going to make it, then they just don't make it. But we try to give them every chance they can. Alright, well thank you for watching. Talk to you later. Bye bye.